You're watching How Well Needed in Me.
We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Motivation of youth only. Mentally feel like Kobe. I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me. I don't care if you push it 40. You can never little bro me. You're on step like Ginobili. From young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, pass and reach. We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn.
Hello,
Oh God. Hell
family.
I keep
Thank
dropping
you for
back to
tuning
back. I
in.
keep
If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
Listen, I can't stress to you all enough the importance of minding your own business. Many of the world's problems will be resolved if people mind their own business and moisturize. Now, you can see this with people rubbernecking on the highway when there's an accident. Don't concern them at all. They've slowed all the way down to do what? Be nosy. Mind your own business. I come in late to the office, Linda. How is that your problem? You're not the supervisor, but you're being nosy, and you're going to get smacked in the face. Now, this is also for the people that like to CC everybody in an email. You're an instigator, and you messy, and that's why your skin will never be hydrated. Now, if you see something on the internet you don't like, scroll on. If somebody says something you don't agree with, they're not talking to you, scroll on. Mind your business. Mind your business costs $0.00. But getting your teeth replaced because you're in somebody else's business costs you thousands. Count up the cost. Minding your business is also a stress reliever because it's none of your business to begin with. So there was no reason for you to be stressed out. Go lay down somewhere, Victoria. Follow me for more tips and tricks on how to get good skin and mind your business.
Hey, what is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Pyro Power Hour. I am joined by the national supervisor, the melanated one, the king himself. There he is.
Get that skin right and stop CCing everybody on these emails.
Girl, stop CCing everybody. We don't care. Leave us alone.
We really don't, girl. We really don't care, girl. It's not our fault that that you didn't get invited to lunch. It's not our fault that you didn't get the gift at the holiday Christmas party that you wanted.
I went to lunch with the rest of the vegans. You're not vegan, so yeah.
It's not our fault that you didn't get your 3% raise because you didn't meet performance expectations.
Listen. There was education qualifications, there was requirements, and we met them. I'm so sorry. Speaking of requirements, shout out to everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. We have a lot to talk about on today.
A lot
to talk about today, but I want to welcome you guys on into the room. Welcome to Pyro Power Hour. Yes, the supervisor is in the building, and yes, we're going to get to that in a second. Yes, I see you guys in the comments. What's going on, Cupcake? What's going on, Dr. Holt? Make sure you guys are sharing.
We need to change Dr. Holt's name to Dr. Missionary.
Ooh, not Dr. Missionary.
Dr. Missionary Donnell Holt.
Oh my Jesus. Shout out to all of our mods, to Dr. Holt, to Cupcake, our head of security. We appreciate you for keeping the place locked down. Honey, listen, they sending out new contracts as we speak with pay increases for some, not all. I know that's right.
I know that's all low.
Many are called, few are chosen.
Baby, better luck next quarter, baby.
Okay. What's going on, Kevin? How you doing? Kevin is in the house. We love you, Kevin. Thank you so much for coming on through. We appreciate you.
Kevin
Love you. Kevin with a D. Kevin. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on through. We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about Kanye West and his shenanigans. I don't know why we're still talking about him, but we are. We're going to be talking about John Legend having a backbone. All right, we'll get to that. And we're going to talk about that fool that lit himself on fire in New York. We're going to get to that in a second. And we're going to talk about Kim Kardashian, as well as a slew of other things, as well as Karen Bass's home. Mayor Karen Bass, from Los Angeles, her home was broken into. We're going to talk about that as well. So there's a lot on the docket today. We're going to be talking about that. But before we get to anything, we have some announcements, some housekeeping announcements. As you guys know, make sure that you guys are following Pyro Media Network on all social media platforms at Pyro Media Network. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or now known as X. Everywhere, dotted, Facebook, everywhere, Twitch, YouTube. Thank you so much. And shout out to everybody that has been subscribing on YouTube. We appreciate you. We have just surpassed 2K and we're still climbing. So thank you guys so much. Welcome all the new Pyromaniacs, Pyro family. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in, whether you're watching on the replay or watching live. We thank you so much for all that you do and joining this family. We appreciate you. Onward and upward. Focused, ready to go. And if you have not done so already, join Hotspot. If you really like what's going on YouTube, you will enjoy definitely what is going on Pyro Media's Hotspot, which is our Patreon. So head over to patreon.com/Pyro Media, and you'll be able to check out all of our exclusive content there as well. And one of the shows on the Hotspot is Pyro Cocktail Hour. So definitely check that out. Me and Mona we're a reform on that show. So make sure you guys tune in. Also, shout out to Just Dominic for becoming a finalist for Video Project of the Year for the Gospel Choice Music Awards. If you have not hit that voting button, make sure you guys go over there and hit him up and make sure you guys support him. I know that the first round was unlimited voting, but the finalist voting, I think it's only one vote you can cast. So if you got extra emails that you use for like different types of subscriptions, go ahead and use
we know that some of the girls do.
But hello,
multiple emails.
Yes, multiple emails. He's so stupid. Moving on, let's go ahead. I don't think we have the programming announcements, do we? No, we do not. Yeah, because I was sure. Listen, y'all. I was in LA all weekend this weekend, y'all. I was rehearsing with my dance ministry. Not my dance ministry. With my homegirl. We have a performance this upcoming week, so I am exhausted. Saying? What you say? Yeah, it is a ministry. Dance is a ministry. Shout out to the art of dance. Hey, Cupcake, Dr. Ho, Kid Kwame, and Kid Darius. Yes, good morning. Yes. Hey, Michaela, what's going on, Michaela? How you doing? Shout out to you. Rehearsing. What? That's what they go. Oh, I know. You are not talking right now, Dr. Ho. Unless you want me to. I know. You better sit in the corner and be quiet, girl. With your shenanigans this weekend.
Wait a minute.
What happened, missionary? You know what, I always call you Dr. Darius. We're going to get to your future. You know what, Darius? We're going to talk about that. We need to have a meeting in the missionary's office.
I need to know what my missionary is up to right now. Yes.
You need a full report, and I will make sure you have it, sir.
I can't wait.
Girl, you going to sit there? You going to come at me? Rehearsing. Yes, I was rehearsing. 1-2 steps, girl.
Sierra.
I was innocent this weekend, honey. I was in prayer. Oh, girl, bye. Whatever.
It was in prayer supplication.
Girl.
Yeah, I was in supplication too.
Were you? Oh, y'all.
It is good to pray, Dr. Holt.
It is good to pray. Especially on your knees, praise Jesus.
And if
My
you really want
God.
to pray, give him one of them old Jill Scott prayers.
Girl. Serious. I'm not messing with you today. Anyway, let's go. Why are you so shocked, Kevin? Kevin be acting all demure. I know he an old freak from back in the streets. Look at him. I know. Kevin, don't act all innocent. Did you have a good weekend? Were you praying as well, Kevin? It sure is.
Hello.
I bet you did. Look, he said prayer changes things. I bet it does, honey. Yes.
I thank you, God.
Glory. We thank him for all that he does in his miraculous ways. Praise Jesus. So anyway, now that we're going to be stop talking about the right hands of fellowship, I really am. If you only did. Oh,
Kevin, you keep talking like that, I'm gonna find out.
You know what? Pause. Kevin, Darius and I would like to meet, see you in our office. We have some conversations that we need to have with you. Did you want to see him first, Darius, or should I?
If I see him first, there won't be no need for you to see him.
It is the Monday show. This is supposed to go on Bullet and Flame Radio. I'm so sorry, Dominic. I apologize. But this is it's just the shenanigans on this one. Let's go ahead and get into some breaking news, y'all. I can have message. I just want to, all the pilots that are listening on Bullet and Flight Radio, shout out to Bullet and Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world. I am innocent. Let's get into breaking news, shall we? Yes. I can't even deal with y'all. Y'all are too much. It's too early for this. So dozens of protesters have been arrested during a pro-Palestinian rally at Yale University in Connecticut. Excuse me. The school's police chief told the Yale Daily News. Those arrested face charges of trespassing, a Class A misdemeanor. Yale police chief Anthony Campbell told the Campus News publication Monday morning. Campbell said they would be released after processing. Take a look.
Happening right now, Yale students continue their protests against the Ivy League university.
News 8's Ken Pierce live for us at a protest this morning. And Kent, a lot of activity out there right now. What are you seeing?
Yeah, we've got more than 100 protesters here out in front of Woolsey Hall, one of the main buildings on campus. Let's just take a look out here. We're at the corner of Grove Street and College Street, and they've been out here for at least an hour or so out here. They are not blocking traffic. They are blocking the sidewalk. There have been several arrests, not of people out here. The people who have been arrested have been led out from inside of Woolsey Hall, so some kind of protest went on inside where they're not allowing us to go. Those students, or whoever they were, led one at a time out of the building in handcuffs, put on a waiting shuttle bus that has since left here. So you can see the Yale police officers here. They're keeping the crowd from getting inside. They are continuing to chant and sing pro-Palestinian things out here. And we are waiting to hear from the university exactly what those people will be charged with inside and how much longer these folks are going to be out here chanting and protesting. But you can hear the chants, anti-war, pro-Palestine, things like that. We'll keep.
So what are your thoughts on this?
So I want to say, first of all, I recognize everyone's right to peacefully protest. I understand there's a lot of outrage about what's happening over in Gaza.
Yeah.
I do want us to not be forgetful of how this all started on October the 7th. But I think everybody's entitled to protest, but what we are not entitled to is to threaten people, to make people feel unsafe. Bottom line, we got people over here dying, and I don't see nobody over here up in arms over here where we at, including where these protesters are over here. I don't see nobody up in arms about the people dying here. You know, so not that anybody wants to see people, a whole population of people getting wiped out like what's going on in Gaza, but you have the right to protest. You don't have the right to threaten people. You don't have the right to target people. If you feel that strongly about it, then you need to be over there in the trenches over there in Gaza.
Yeah. I agree with you, Darius. I do think that we need to. It's a very complicated situation over in the Middle East, and I think that people trying to understand something so complex based off of what the media is showing about recent events is not helpful. A lot of this did start from an attack and they retaliated. I do think that they went a little overboard, but that's my personal opinion. Because it's starting to feel like something other than a retaliation and other than defending yourself. But at the end of the day, that's here nor there. I do think that has nothing to do with the fact that people should not feel uncomfortable going to school, especially for something that you're paying for. In addition to that, to your point, where were y'all when Black Lives Matter was rallying for George Floyd?
Thank you. And we know that there were protests. We know people that was out there, but we didn't ask anybody any of those protests to throw away your educational career. We didn't ask you to follow on the sword. We just asked you to let your voice be heard.
That's all. But that's here nor there. Do y'all thing. Do whatever you want. I just think that there's a lot going on that people don't understand, and I don't think you should talk on something unless you really understand the roots of things.
Baby, if you threaten me, it's gonna be a whole problem,
baby. Ooh, Dr. Holt says definitely PWI protests and problems, girl. We were protesting for our refund checks at HBC.
Give me my check.
I can't stand y'all. Y'all are bad. All right, let's go ahead and move on into what's happening on today. Today is a special day, y'all. It happens every year. It is Earth Day, and Earth Day is... There we go. Earth Day for the past 50 years. Earth Day has been celebrated by billions of people around the globe annually every April 22nd to join together in promoting awareness for the health of our environment. Why should we continue to celebrate this holiday? Some people may view it as just another holiday or an excuse to wear green and a flower crown. I didn't know you wear flower crowns on this. Similar to St. Patrick's Day, but with serious concerns about our changing climate being studied and addressed today by prominent scientists, politicians, and young climate change activists alike, some people are adapting to more environmentally friendly ways of living every day, not just on April 22nd, every year. Cue the composting, recycling, repurposing, carpooling, thrifting, and metal straws to save the turtles. Praise Jesus. But yes, I think we need to pay attention because climate change is real. Y'all, I don't see a lot of the climate change deniers, denying anymore. Actually, the senior class planted a tree on campus today for Earth Day. Oh, that's cute. All right. Come on now, planting the tree. One tree a day keeps the carbon dioxide away. Okay, praise Jesus.
All right.
All right, let's get into birthday shout outs. We are out of Aries season. And
Praise
we are
God.
now. What was that, Darius?
Praise God.
Are you excited?
I am.
Oh, okay.
After Pisces season, girl, it was a wrap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that cupcake. Let's move on. Let's get into none other than my Earth sign brethren and sistren, Taurus. Happy Taurus season to all of the Tauruses and things of that nature.
Oh, the bulls.
The bulls, honey, the bulls. And we only have one today that we're going to be talking about because we have to get to the docket. But today is Sherry Shepherd's birthday. Happy birthday to Sherry Shepherd, born April 22nd, 1967 in Chicago, Illinois. Sherry Yvonne Shepherd is an American actress, comedian, author, and television personality. She has appeared in several TV shows in recurring roles and starred as Ramona Platt on the ABC sitcom Less Than Perfect from 2002 to 2006, for which she was well received and was nominated for the BET Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series in 2005. Currently, she is the host of her own show, or her own talk show, The Sherry Shepherd Show. Or is it The Sherry Show? I think it's The Sherry Show. Well, anyway, happy birthday to you, Queen. Yes, I'm running errands. I was half listening. No, don't worry. I'm glad you didn't hear what Darius said. We are in a new season. Praise Jesus. Yes, new season, new things.
New seasons.
I know it seemed like it was never going to end. Y'all better leave Aries alone. Happy birthday, Sherry Sugar. Yes, happy birthday. Let's move on. Okay, so we got to pay some bills. But before we pay some bills, I did not get a chance to talk about this last week. The 18th of, and I believe that was last Thursday. Yes, last Thursday marked the anniversary, that the unaliving of Nigel Shelby, who was so severely bullied that he unalived himself. So we want to take time to remember the young king, and also bring awareness to bullying, whether it be cyberbullying, like whatever, school bullying, teen bullying, whatever, just to bring awareness to all of that, because after a while people get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they either retaliate or they harm themselves, or they do it in a healthy way. And so we want to encourage people to do things in a more productive and
when I
healthy
put
way.
my foot in you know what? It's gonna be healthy.
We don't promote violence.
That's my therapy.
Well, but going back to Nigel, we want to make sure that we're still keeping his family in prayer, because he was a light for his family as well as his friends. So he did seem like a really a nice kid, but we've all been.
Old was Nigel?
Nigel was, let me look it up. I want to make sure, because I don't want to get the wrong information.
Cute little baby.
Mm-hmm. He was 15 when he
unalived. They didn't even have a chance to live.
Yeah, he was 15 years old. He barely lived. And what's crazy is that I was just talking to a friend of mine, one of my battle buddies, and his son. He didn't know how to handle his son coming out to him. And so he called me. He doesn't have a problem with it. He's just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to be a good father to him. And I just told him, just let him know that you're there for him, and let him know that you still love him. That's all we want to hear at that age.
That's all you want to hear.
That's all you want to hear. We don't care what the world says, because we can deal with the world. We've been dealing with the world. But when it's everyone, and then you have to hide, like that's a scary
Let
way
me tell
to
you,
live.
my dad told me for the first time recently that he loved me and he was proud of me, and that meant so much to me.
Yeah.
And where I am right now, in this point of my life, I wish I had heard that when I was a Nigel.
Yeah.
When I knew that I felt differently. And we did what many of us do. We hide.
Mm-hmm.
We try to fit in. We try to blend in to not be noticeable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I bet it would have been a joy to have him as a student. I'm sure it would have been but the fact that he, like I said, it's like Darius was just talking about, sometimes we just need that little bit of I'm proud of you. Like, that may be super simple for some of y'all parents, but it's a big deal to your kids. It really is. So, I always try my best to do and be, to make my mom proud of me. And sometimes I fall short, but at the end of the day, I know that she's super proud of me regardless. So as we take this moment of silence before we head into a commercial and pay some bills, I do want to make sure that we remember Nigel and his what could have been, and as well as for all of those who are around his age that are out there fighting to survive and just kind of deal with the bullying that they're currently dealing with. So we love you, Nigel. We love your legacy, and we're sorry to hear that you succumb to the pressures of the bullying. And for those who are bullies, I hope that you get healed, because there's something inside of you that's making you want to do certain things because you're too hurt and you're not at peace.
You know what? I hope that they do get healed, but I hope they experience that which they put out.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen. Karma. That's how karma works. But the pendulum works both ways. So
because it does work, and it's some people that's got a lot of karma coming their way.
Yeah.
Praise God, and I'm gonna be here with my cup, with my red Solo cup, on the day that karma comes in, baby. And I'm gonna sit back and take a sip with my pinky finger extended.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is what it is. But let's take a moment of silence for Nigel. We love you, Nigel, and your legacy, and we're praying for your family and all of your friends and all of those that were affected by your unaliving. Let's take a moment of silence and we'll be right back after this commercial.
Are you ready for enlightening conversations that transcend boundaries? Get ready for Conversations with Clergy, brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network. In partnership with the world's largest publicly funded international collaboration, the HVTN is dedicated to evaluating vaccines to prevent HIV and COVID-19. But their impact doesn't stop there. The HVTN is at the forefront of advancing vaccinology, social and behavioral sciences, statistics, immunology, and even contributing to the research on tuberculosis and COVID-19 vaccines. By supporting Conversations with Clergy, the HVTN not only brings you thought-provoking discussions, but also contributes to the global effort to combat infectious diseases. Tune in, stay informed, and be a part of the change. Conversations with Clergy, supported by the HVTN, empowering conversations, empowering lives. Join us in this journey of knowledge, understanding, and progress. Conversations with Clergy, proudly brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, because together we can make a difference.
Elevate your entertainment with Watch Vim. Discover the ultimate online streaming destination. Get an auto-renewing monthly subscription for unlimited content on all devices. Join us in supporting a Black-owned streaming platform that brings top-tier entertainment. Let the streaming excitement begin at Watch Vim, your seamless experience for endless entertainment. Stream online or download the Watch Vim app now.
Because self-care should be luxurious. Luxem Noir.
Catch the electrifying sounds of Bullet and Flight Radio anywhere you go? Yes, you heard it right. Tune in to the high-flying beats and soaring melodies by downloading the TuneIn app on your mobile device. Just search for Bullet and Flight Radio and hit play. It's that easy. And if you have a smart device like Alexa or Google, just say, "Hey Google," or "Alexa, play Bullet and Flight Radio on TuneIn." Experience the rush of adrenaline wherever you are. Listen to Bullet and Flight Radio on TuneIn using your Alexa or Google devices. Soaring through the skies has never sounded this good. Don't miss out on the ultimate musical journey. Tune in now to Bullet and Flight Radio on TuneIn and let the music take you on an unforgettable ride. Get ready to elevate your listening experience. Brought to you by Bullet and Flight Radio.
And we're black, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are just tuning in, do me a quick favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It does help the algorithm, and it does help the channel grow. So we appreciate you guys for joining on in. All right, y'all. It's time to get into the rundown, y'all. Oops, I did not do... Okay, there we go. All right, it's time to get into the rundown. But before we get into the rundown, y'all know we got to support our good sis over at Succulent Eyes, our good sis Mona. She is the CEO and owner and operator of Succulent Eyes. So make sure you guys check her out. She is one of our sponsors and the host of one of the hosts of Pyro Power Hour. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link right on up in here. And so that way you guys can go ahead and get your glass. I am currently wearing one such shades from Succulent Eyes. So go ahead and check it out. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the things. We love you, Mona. I see you on Wednesday. All right, y'all. It's time to get into the rundown, y'all. First and foremost, excuse me. Karen Bass. Police arrested a suspect intruder early yesterday morning, following a break-in at the residence of Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass. The LAPD reported that the individual smashed the window to enter the Getty house while she was there around 6:40 a.m. Take a look. This is crazy.
Got some breaking news to get to. An intruder broke into the mayor's residence this morning, the Getty house in Hancock Park. Mayor Karen Bass's office saying someone broke in through a window at the Getty house at 6:40 this morning. They say the mayor and her family were not injured. They are safe. We're working to get more details from the mayor's office. The LAPD did make one arrest. We're going to have more on this story throughout the evening.
So that's crazy. It's getting a little more nuck if you buck in LA. So y'all be safe out there. If they're breaking into the mayor's house, they don't care who you are. All right, so y'all be safe out there. There's a lot of break-ins going on. Crime is rising, and a lot of that.
Because you would think that the mayor's house has to probably be should be one of the most secure places in the city. And if they could break into the mayor's house,
they could break into any house.
Yes.
So y'all be safe out there. Make sure you guys are doing what you got to do. I know my house it's like Fort Knox, so I don't play around. But lock him up. You don't break into my mother Sora's house. Oh yeah, she is a Delta. Everybody's a dang on Delta. Shout out to the Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next up. Let's see here. Beyonce. Beyonce has proven once again that she has beautiful, natural, healthy hair, and it's all thanks to a good routine and her great Cecred products. So a lot of people were I'm not gonna play the music on it, but a lot of people were speculating if Beyonce has real hair or if she's using a lot of sew-ins and weaves and stuff like that. That is her hair. That's her hair for real. That is her hair for real.
That's her hair that she grew.
That is her hair. It is. That is. That is her. We're seeing it right now. That is a good Creole hair, honey. That is what. There is stop. What is wrong with you? What are you doing? Look, that's her hair. You don't think that's her hair?
I think some of it's her hair.
Listen, Beyonce is a billionaire. She has the capability of making sure that her hair is right and tight. That's her hair. Look, her roots. You can't tell me that's not her hair, bro. Are you? Look, let's go a little deeper. Look, that's her hair. Look at. Wait, hold on. See, even yeah, that's her hair. See, that's what I'm saying. Even Kevin said that's all her hair. That's all her hair.
But I can't say a word. I just wave my hands.
You can't tell me that's not her hair. Come on.
It's all hers than the fact that she bought it.
Okay, let's move on. With y'all. We have a question for the people, y'all. A question for the people. Y'all are so. He said, "I'll clap." That's not all her hair. Y'all are so hate. Y'all hate on her. What is wrong?
No, we're not hating. We're just calling a thing a thing.
Did you celebrate 420 yesterday? Because that's yesterday, Saturday. Saturday.
I personally did not, but I know a lot of folks that did.
420 is a big holiday for those who are considered stoners.
You know, I know some people that every day is 420.
Well, and we thank God for them. I have a license that ain't her hair. She definitely bought it though, so hers. Okay, all right, Cupcake. All right, we're gonna leave it to the professional. I think it's her hair. You're a professional. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's.
Okay.
Whatever. Anyway, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union definitely celebrated 420. Some people think that 420 is a bad day. See, these reality biatches make everybody think a black woman can't grow her hair. Ooh, what's 420? So 420 is the call sign.
Wait a minute, who's a reality bitch? I know he ain't calling Dr. You're not calling Mother B. Deny that.
No, I think he's talking about like reality show girls. Yeah,
I'm not. we don't want the beehive activating on you, Dr. Holt.
Cookie said, if by celebrate you mean taking allergy pills, yes, I celebrated 420. Okay, well, I'm glad you asked, Kevin. But 420 is the police call sign for anyone that has what is it for that's been caught with marijuana on them. So it's been taken by stoners and people who smoke marijuana and cannabis, and they celebrate that day because it's 420. It's April 20th is the day that they do that. So yes, Honey is with me. She says, "Hey, Honey is with me. Oh, hey, Honey, what's up, boo? Honey is Cupcake's best friend. We love Honey. She is a friend of the show. We love Honey. Come through, Honey. But yeah, I think that it's I think it's dope that Dwayne and Gabrielle just kind of like progressive to me. I just really like them. I know these city workers wish they didn't celebrate if they did because they drug tested their. Well, I don't think you can get in trouble for that. Well, at least not in California. He said weed day, Kevin. Weed day. We don't call it weed. The connoisseurs actually call it cannabis, which is what it is. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on. Y'all are cutting up today, and I can't deal with y'all. We're gonna make this real quick because I really don't give a damn about what's going on with her. The series Calabasas has been acquired by Netflix with executive producers including Kim Kardashian, Emma Roberts, and Pretty Little Liars creator Marlene King. According to Variety, the series is reportedly based on the book If You Lived Here, You'd Be Famous by Now by Via Bledner. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't care because I'm not going to watch it.
I don't either. I don't like none of the Kardashians. So
same. Good luck, girl.
I don't like none of the Kardashians or the Jenners. Yeah.
He said, "I live in." Oh yeah, because it's not legal in Georgia yet, right? It's not. Yeah, it's not recreationally legal in Georgia.
It's not legal in Florida either.
That's what I'm saying, Michaela. This is one time I'm going to seriously agree with you, but I thought I would let you know. But speaking of somebody who actually give a damn about when it comes to producing a movie or directing, let's move on to Pam Grier. Pam Grier is working on a. Let me actually pull up the actual because I don't think it's in here. But Pam Grier is working on a show. I think it's a movie or a TV show. And she wants Cardi B to play in it, and Cardi B is teaching her how to use the pole. Pop culture and Black cinema icon Pam Grier recently revealed that she wrote a new movie script for herself and Cardi B that the exotic dancer turned rapper is giving her pole dancing lessons. The 74-year-old actress, best known for her classic roles in the 1970s blaxploitation films Foxy Brown and Kofi, or Coffee? I think it's Coffee. Appeared on Watch What Happened Lives with Andy Cohen and gave details. Take a look.
Questions for Pam. What can you tease about the project you were writing for you and Cardi B to do together, and how close is that to becoming a reality?
I'm doing presently my biopic as a series. As soon as I finish that, I really wanted to work with her, and it could be in maybe 2 years at the theater because I'm now learning how to pole dance, and it's taken a minute. but it's a lot of fun, but it's a wonderful story. I don't want to give it away, but it's perfect for her because she's a great mom.
Pole dancer mom with a heart of gold.
I'm the pole dancer.
All right.
And she teaches me.
All right.
Okay. Are you gonna go watch it?
Pale girl. If you mess around and break a hip or anything, girl, it's a wrap.
Listen, I'm not trying to knock anybody and what they do.
I'm not knocking you on the pole if you want to be on the pole, because I like girls that like to be on the pole, because once upon a time I was on the pole. But
come as you are. It's okay. Come as you.
So I'm not pole shaming. But girl, I think you passed your pole prime. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, we're gonna praise the Lord and thank him for it. Let's get to this boy. Oh my God, I'm so sick of Kanye West. When I tell you I'm so sick of Kanye West, I am tired of Kanye West.
I'm like Michaela now.
Girl. All right, missionary dear. I am overly tired of Kanye West. But Kanye recently said that that says that Drake has a rich baby daddy. Take a look at this BS.
Say rich baby daddy, it's like Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian and Universal.
Wow.
He's like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSPs. My daddy. Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian.
So all of his streams and the number ones is controlled by someone named Lucian.
Well, Lucian worked for people who control the banks in Africa. You say rich baby.
I am a conspiracy theorist person myself. I enjoy a good conspiracy theory as a story, but girl,
Kanye ain't been right since Donda went home to glory.
That girl has not. Like, I'm tired of her. Go take a nap.
When Jesus called Donda home, it was like something just clicked. The switch went off in Kanye. I don't know.
Kanye needs to take a very long nap. Like he really,
he's still under that Kardashian spell. That Kardashian curse.
I mean, there must have been a lot of power in that spell. Look, like there was a lot.
Every black man that get with them Kardashians, something happened to him.
Like it comes out of left field. Like what are you talking about? And then isn't Lucian the guy that was named? I think was it Arista Records again? Or the guy
what he mean by baby daddy?
Who that is? My baby. You know what? Shall we move on?
I was looking around to see if anybody had the answer.
I was looking around making sure nobody came to clock me. I just didn't want nobody to clock me. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get to the main story of the day, y'all. As you guys know, we broke news on Friday. YouTube took it down, but y'all can go ahead and see it on Facebook and Instagram, everywhere else, or Twitch rather. But as you guys know, the man who I guess unalived himself by setting himself on fire.
And that man's still alive?
No, he actually passed away. I believe on yesterday or Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me pull up the report here because I want to make sure that it's the correct and accurate information. There we go. This is MSNBC. Oh, ABC. Thank you. So, a man who set himself on fire in a park across the street from the New York City courthouse where former President Donald Trump was on trial has passed away. The man Maxwell Azzarello was badly burned and taken to a hospital in critical condition, officials said, but he later was unalived or passed away rather from his injuries. Trump was inside the downtown Manhattan courthouse at the time and was made aware of the fire outside, sources told ABC News. Now, they didn't have an idea of what was going on, but he was Azzarello. I hope that I'm pronouncing that name right. But Azzarello took pamphlets out of his backpack and threw them around the park before pulling out a canister, pouring a liquid on himself and lighting himself on fire. Jeffrey Madry, NYPD's chief of department, said at a news conference. He eventually fell to the ground, and civilians, police, and court officers ran into the park to try to extinguish the blaze. He doused himself and threw these pamphlets across the park and immediately just lit himself on fire. The witness said that the flames were just massive immediately. Pretty horrific to see, he said. Now, we don't know what it says that the pamphlets appear to be propaganda-based, but I still haven't found anything that said what the pamphlets actually said. All they said that he was a conspiracy theorist. Now, what I did find was these. He was holding up signs prior to him doing all of this. He said Trump is with Biden and they're against the fascist. They're about to fascist coup us. I don't understand. So this has been a little crazy. That's the picture of him. I'm gonna actually move it out because I don't want to get penalized for because YouTube is really, really weird. And they took down our video or the live that I did for the breaking news. But there we go. We'll just put it on here. But this is the man that did it. I don't know what why he did it. I just don't understand it. Like it's just crazy to me. What are your thoughts on this? Did you hear about this? Did you know what's going on?
Yeah, I saw this as it was happening. You know, obviously we know there's something wrong with somebody that would do something like this. He did it where he did it because he knew that the Trump trial was going on and he would get lots of coverage, which that was one of his. That was part of the intent to get coverage. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. You know, it's quicker ways to get out of here if you want to get out of here. But,
yeah. And that was why was he going in the park? Huh?
You know, Florida ain't got no good mental health services.
Honey, yeah, he was from Florida. Yeah, he was. I'm sorry. Your state. It's always Florida. But Michaela says, for what I heard, allegedly his family said that he's been suffering with mental health issues for a while, and they did not know that he left Florida. Wow. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows now. Kevin says maybe he believed that all politicians are fascists.
This is the problem when you have people like this that are what's the correct term? That they are they take in these ideologies, they take in all this political stuff to a point where it becomes very unhealthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you get somebody like him doing something like what he did. And to be honest, after this week, they ain't gonna talk about him no more.
No, because especially if they can't find a connection between him and Trump, they're not gonna waste their time. They're just gonna look at it as a one-off crazy moment. But I do believe that this was politically motivated. Like I think that he's probably somebody from QAnon or some type of conspiracy theorist group, and because that's crazy. Dr. Holt says that's what I'm saying. It's mental health or cultish or both. Dr. Holt. It could be both. It drives him nuts. I mean, it's just this is crazy. Maybe So I don't know, y'all. This is just be careful out there because you don't know when somebody's gonna go ahead and snap and have a moment. And so you just wanna
pay attention, baby.
Pay attention. Have situational awareness. Pray. My drill sergeant always told, and my dad, as I was growing up, always told me know your surroundings, know what's going on. Keep an eye out. I'm always aware of what's going on. Like even if I'm at church or if I'm at in a place that I deem as safe, I'm always knowing what's going on. Guys, girl, people are crazy, nuts, bananas. Whew. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for the Monday review. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Darius, for coming on through. We appreciate you, King. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful week, y'all. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. And don't forget to keep creating a great day. All right, y'all. Stay blessed.
Yes.
Peace. Bye, y'all.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.